Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we wonder why someone would steal 1,200 bottles of 10-year-old
Garyana
single malt from Westland Whiskey. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Ryan the Billionaire Thompson, Lenny Eckstein, and Justine Mays.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hello.
We're going to be talking about this today, and there are some major logistical issues of having 1,200 bottles and trying to fence those. So we'll talk about that and why stealing whiskey is probably not too smart about it, particularly something like this that is very kind of limited. I mean, if you're stealing a trailer of Jack Daniels, sure, I'm sure you could move that.
It's 12,000 bottles.
It's 12,000, not 1,200?
Yeah, 12,000 bottles.
12,000 seems like more you could fit in a trailer, I would think. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, truck.
Yeah, it's a lot. Whatever it is, that may be some misreporting on me. 12,000, 1,200. It's a lot. It's over $1 million.
Either number is an insane amount.
Either number is within, it's supposedly like over $1 million worth, which is crazy. So we'll get to that, though, after the break. For right now, Ryan said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm thinking about booking a trip out to Las Vegas, of all places, here next month. Okay. Been a long time since I've been out there. Yeah. Not really high on the list to go to, but might have an occasion to go out there. But it just got me thinking, what's your guys' craziest Las Vegas story?
Okay.
Is that a dangerous topic, or can we talk about it?
I've got one that I feel bad about.
Okay.
So I went to Las Vegas with my friend Chelsea after I broke up with one of my ex-boyfriends, and she was like, let's go to Vegas. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And so it was in general just a crazy time. It was just a crazy trip to Las Vegas. We were just completely trashed, just running around, just being terrible to people the entire time that we were there. Sleeping at weird hours because we were, doing the parties in the pools, and we had pre-booked some things and we missed them because we just got drunk. And one of the days though, we were at a pool, and something weird that people do in Vegas is they don't really they don't really go in the pools at these pool parties, right? Which I think is weird. And so we did go in the pool. I was just straight up swimming in the pool that day, dive, under the water, and I would go up to people and because guys are trying to talk to you. It's two chicks.
Sure.
And they'd come up and try and talk to you, and I go, lift up your glasses real quick. And because everyone has sunglasses on. And they'd pick up their sunglasses, and I go, ugh! And I'd swim off. And I did this to numerous guys the entire day.
Okay.
And so that same day, I'd been just assaulting people at the pool, pretty much just calling them ugly the whole day.
Sure.
And we like had made some friends with some other guy, like with some guys who were there, who were, I guess they must have been loaded, but they were there for a bachelor party, and like they had like the cabana at the pool party, like.
Yep.
Like the cabana itself, I think cost like $12,000 or something, and this is back 2015. So like their cabana itself was just like, it was like $12,000 or something like that. Their bill at the end of the day was like $25,000 for everything at their cabana. We saw the receipt.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, and so like we were drinking free there, but like we're not even talking to the guys they just invited us because they said that we were fun, and so we're like, okay, and so we're like at their cabana, and so we're just trashed all day long, and we're getting ready to leave, and we're like walking out, and I feel very bad about this, okay, and like I still feel bad about it. We're walking out, and there's a guy who's like dressed up in like a suit, and he's like, his friends are like taking his photo. He's like standing by the edge of the pool, and his friends are taking his photo. And me and Chelsea just look at each other and just like, we knew, like we didn't say anything. We knew exactly what we were doing. And we ran up and shoved him in the pool.
Okay.
And then ran off.
Sure.
Okay. And we're like, to get there, there's like this long hallway, and we're running, and the security guard's like, hey, no running. And we're like, some guy's chasing us. And he's like, what? And so he lets us go because some guy's chasing us.
Right.
Well, they're chasing us because we just shoved their friend into a pool.
Right.
And so we get by security because like we're scared girls, and so we just keep running. We don't really know what happened. We got out, and we were just laughing.
Sure.
We see some guys like passed out sitting at one of the slot machines. We go sit on this random guy's lap who's just passed out, and we're taking selfies with this just drunk guy that's sitting in a chair.
Sure.
And we run off and go and find some food, but it's not like the craziest thing that ever happened, but it was very memorable because we both like feel really bad about that to this day, because like, why was he in a suit?
Right.
Was he just trying
Probably
to
going to his wedding or something that night?
Exactly. Like the more that we think about it, the more like, ooh, God, was he going to his own wedding? Like, did he have electronics in his pockets?
Right.
Yeah.
Like all the thoughts that we've had over the years, for the first few years, we didn't really feel bad about it at all. But the more I've thought about it as I've gotten older, I'm like,
what if he was diabetic and had one of those diabetic meters on him?
I know.
Needed to live.
Yeah. There's a lot of possibilities of that guy had a very bad day probably after that.
Right. Okay.
Two trash girls.
That's a good story.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this show now, sir, we are sorry about that.
Okay. All right. Lenny, any exciting Las Vegas stories?
I mean, I haven't gone to Las Vegas that often.
Okay.
Mine aren't nowhere near that exciting.
Okay.
I think I don't know, I've got a few that are kind of silly. So one, this is a weird one. So sometimes if I have to travel in the winter, I don't like to leave my dog home by himself. So if like Amy's not around and my parents live nearby, if they're not around, I will drive with my dog to Vegas because it's one of the closer spots to get to warm weather from where we live.
Right.
So one time it was just me, Arlo, and the dog, and we're staying, I think we're in Mandalay Bay. There's a few places that are dog friendly. And I would, it's a long walk from the room to the dog relief area. Sure, so at 6 a.m., my dog's up. I walk down there and we take a little walk around Mandalay Bay. And at 6 a.m., Vegas is not the most awesome place to be walking around. Few unsavory characters. And I come around the corner and there's this cruddy look. Sorry, this is a homeless guy. Not somebody I want to be hanging out with.
Right.
And immediately my dog looks up and just starts barking. And he looks down at my dog and goes, "Fuck you." I was like, oh God, like, what are we doing here? Like, I was like, am I getting in a fight with this guy? Like, I can't tolerate that.
Right.
But we just kind of managed to walk away. He let it go. But yeah, it was not ideal.
Not ideal. Justine, you haven't been to Vegas, have you?
Yeah, I went once.
Okay. Well, then there's got to be a story.
For my friend's 40th birthday, and nothing exciting happened.
Okay.
Nothing exciting.
Nothing on a 40th birthday. That's a big birthday.
Yeah.
That's
Nothing
pretty. You
exciting.
could have had that kind of lame at home.
We went and saw a Carrot Top. That was about as exciting as it gets.
There you go. There you go. I've been to Las Vegas a lot. I went to Las Vegas for the first time in 1989 upon turning 21. I immediately went out to Vegas. It was like when I was 16, I got my driver's license. When I was 21, I went out to Vegas. And I would go out there 3 or 4 times a year, typically, and did that until I had a kid. So, yeah. So, and my kid was born in 97. What's that? In the Elantra. No, I would fly out there. I would fly out there. Yeah. They would have cheap flights. Everything about it was cheap, and the story that I'm about to tell is cheap as well. And this was a very different time in Las Vegas. This was 99-cent steak dinners, that type of Vegas. It's not that way today. Today it's very different. But in 1989, 1990, it was about very cheap food, buffets. $2.99. Whatever. It was all very cheap, and I was very cheap. So it's the warden and I out there, and I don't know, 1990ish, let's say, and we both. All our money is basically for gambling. We have, our food budget is like $20 because it's very cheap, and we don't take cabs because that's too expensive. We just walk everywhere. We're young at this time, we're in our early 20s, and so we just walk everywhere. So we're on the Strip. We decide we want to go to the Rio, which that's a pretty good hike, and everything looks pretty close on the map. Then you start walking.
Rio is not close.
Yeah, it's not close. So we walk, and again, I don't know what it's like now. I haven't actually been to Vegas in a long time. But at that time, it wasn't that built up. There's, blank lots. We had to jump fences. There was, homeless people, encampments, and all that. And all of a sudden, we're hopping a fence and to cross one of the blank lots, construction lots, and to go there because again, it's a long way, and you can cut off some time if you can hop a fence. And the warden starts screaming, "Someone stole my money." So again, our budget is, like $150 a day gambling and, $20 for the whole trip for food. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, where are you sure? Where did you have it? She had just a little folded, like a purse. I'm going to show you guys. It was folded like this. And then there was a strap across the top. And I was like, your money was in there? She's like, yeah, I'd put it right here. Like just in between the things. Well, I knew it was on a money clip. I knew it could fall out of there, right? I mean, there was nothing holding the money in there. So I just take off running. And I just run, and I run, and I run, and I run, and guess what I find? In the middle of the fucking street where we cross the road in fucking Vegas, like $800 in cash.
Oh my God.
On a money clip on the fucking street. Because if we would have lost that, we would have done anything. It was like, that was... Yeah, we would have just sat in the hotel room and gone to the pool with Becca, and she could have told me how ugly I was. Whatever the 80s equivalent of Becca was. She wasn't around then, she's a lot younger than me. There would have been some Becca there, I'm sure, telling me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. There was definitely some evil girl there being mean to men.
Right. Yes. So, yeah, that was the craziest story. The fact that you dropped $800 on the street of Vegas, and it was down just on the street and ran back to it 15 minutes later or whatever.
That's crazy. That was the craziest part. The running part's the craziest.
Yeah. Well, again, this is 21-year-old Steve. I looked very different than I do now. I could not run that far now. But maybe I could because I am still cheap. For $800, I could probably figure out a way to do it then. So again, I'm a survivor, and cash is a motivator for me. So you might be surprised how far I can run.
And how much? Let's see. What is the equivalent of $800 these days?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like
I was probably making at the grocery store $10 an hour, maybe in 1990.
What year was this?
1990.
89.
1990.
89 was the first time I went. She was a year younger than me, so it had to be 90.
That's about $2,000 these days.
Yeah, that was a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Man. Hell yeah. I would have definitely ruined it.
You can run for $2,000 for sure.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So, all right. So, Ryan, I hopefully that fits into your model of looking for a career. And I've never told that story on this program.
That's
a new one. That's a new one. You've digged into a new one for us. So, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Vegas. I'll go on occasion. Certainly, like Lenny alluded to, it's relatively close for us, about a 10-hour drive or so to get out there from where I'm at. And so I don't go very often, but I was there when I was, 23, 24 years old on Halloween, celebrating a friend's 21st birthday. And I was like, well, it's Halloween. I got to dress up for something because we're going to all be going out, obviously, and doing stuff. And
that makes sense.
Like, well, when in Vegas, what do I dress up as? What kind of fits the Vegas theme? I'm like, well, shit, I'm going to dress up as a porn shop. I get to thinking, I'm like, well, how do you dress up like a porn shop? So I got this trench coat I found at the thrift store, had a friend sew and open 24 hours on the back, adult bookstore on the front of it. Clearly on the inside had all the accoutrements, if you will, of different toys and whatnot, and magazines.
Toys and magazines, sure.
And I was really proud of that. And then I'm like, I gotta have something on my head. So I got an old wine box and spray painted it black, and then cut a hole out of the face and put a velvet curtain on it and a quarter slot, and so you could put a quarter in. It didn't go anywhere. It went on my shoulder, and then and raised up and down the velvet curtain, and that was my car. I could see out of it. No one could see in it, which is a lot. It was a hit around Vegas that night. It was a lot of fun. So that's my my best Vegas story.
That's your best.
There's
Vegas
a couple
story.
other out there, but.
Good thing Becca wasn't there, because she would have put a quarter in, opened the curtain, and then swam away.
Nope.
I would go,
Yeah. I'm going back to Vegas next year for the first time since I left the corporate job. I had stopped going to Vegas for vacation, but I continued to go for conferences in the corporate job. And so going back for the first time next year, because the kid's getting married there. So my kid's getting married next July 3rd. Wow. So I'll be in Vegas.
Nice, congrats.
I'm hoping by Elvis. She's going to that Whitechapel. Did you get married at the Whitechapel, Becca, or at a different one there?
No, we found ours because we went there during COVID, and we had walked down to or we took a cab to go get our marriage license, and we got there and we didn't have masks, and they're like, "You're not allowed in without masks." God. And so where you get your marriage certificate at is like the middle of fucking nowhere. Like there's nothing really around, but the chapels are nearby, and so you're just like walking around trying to find somewhere to even get a mask at. And we saw a guy standing out that worked at one of these wedding chapels, was standing outside. And we were like, "Hey, do you guys have any masks that we could buy?" And they said, "We'll just give you guys masks."
Right.
And we went, "Okay, cool."
A wedding mask.
We said, "We'll come back here and get married here then."
Yeah, that's nice.
We did like Vegas wedding or Vegas wedding chapel. Gotcha. I don't know. It was good though. They were a blast. And then I've got a limo driver, Steve, if you need one.
Okay.
Yep, we got our boy. We got our boy Mike.
I might take you up on that. She's doing the white wedding chapel, which is I think where Elvis and Priscilla got married, and then you can get married by Elvis. She hasn't decided if she. I'm like, if you're gonna do it, do it. To have Elvis there. Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm for it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell her the votes came back. Elvis is doing this. So yeah. So there you go. Those are some good Vegas stories. Vegas is one of the most unique places in the world for sure. So it is incredible, and maybe I'll get to go there a little bit when I retire. So I haven't been able to go there very much, but maybe I'll go back. Should be fun. All right. It is, by the way, 12,000 bottles. Becca was absolutely correct. I did click on the link, 12,000 bottles. So that's a lot of whiskey. We're going to talk about that after the break. But for right now, we still got to do the cork pop segment.
We do.
So what is everyone drinking? Let's start with Ryan. I don't think he's gone first, so we'll start with him.
All right. Well, it's not going to make a difference. We all know it's going to be silent, but we'll give it a shot here. A little Revelton Distilling Co. Out of Iowa.
Okay.
Yep. Something like that. A little rye whiskey here. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, explosive for Ryan, for sure. He's got the lead. Lenny's next.
I've got some Leopold Brothers Bourbon, 8-year-old.
Okay.
The hell was that?
What the fuck?
Is that a gong show?
Blame technology, because there wasn't shit on my end that insinuated gong show.
It sounded like the gong show on ours. There was definitely a gong struck. That's oddly our lead, Becca. Hopefully you can do better than that. What do you got?
Yes, we'll see. I've got some Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel here.
Okay. Oh, that's solid. That's as solid as can be. That could be the winner. We'll see. I've got hope for this one. I got Deer Hammer Single Malt here. This is from the Distiller Summit 2024.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. Someone was trying to talk over mine there, or at least noise over it, but I got it in. But it's second place. I didn't beat Becca. I was well played by me, strategically played, but not good enough. Becca has the lead, but Justine has yet to go. Justine, what do you got?
I have Leopold Brothers 3-chamber rye, and it's a screw top.
Wow.
It's a baby bottle.
She's showing off. She's got the baby bottle. So that means Becca wins. So cheers to Becca. Cheers.
And again.
Cheers.
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 All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Westland losing 12,000, I did it again, 12,000 bottles of their special release of Garyana. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Hello, this is Matt Rainey, and you are listening to The Bourbon Daily. One day when I grow up, I'm going to grow a big boy beard, just like Colonel Steve.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about stolen whiskey.
Yes, we are. So 12,000 bottles of Garyana, special release. It's kind of the flagship special release of Westland. Garyana is an oak variety that grows in the Pacific Northwest. You cannot cut down those trees, so you cannot cut down a Garyana tree. If they fell on their own, windstorm, whatever, or a tree dies, it can be harvested then and used for other things. And they are known to take fallen Garyana trees and create barrels out of them that they age this whiskey in. So basically it's a single malt aged in a Garyana oak barrel that is created again from a very rare breed of oak. So kind of unique and interesting. And someone sold 12,000 bottles of it. Again, that's going to be a tough sale. The logistics of this, where can you move that at? You can't go online. You got to go knock on doors of bars. Well, I would think with unlike like I said, like a Jack Daniels, they might be buying, depending on what bar you go to, they could be buying from 1 to 20 cases at a time, depending on the volume that they do. You go in and say, I've got some Garyana. Do you want to buy it? Okay, we'll take a bottle. What are you going to do with 12,000 bottles of this stuff? I have no idea.
That's a crazy, that is a lot.
Right.
America's dumbest criminals? I don't know.
It is a dumb criminal because you really can't really do anything with it. I mean, you can drink it, but that's still even a crazy amount to drink. It's $1 million worth of product.
I mean, how many bottles are usually on a pallet? Like 500 and like 28 bottles per pallet? Does that sound right?
A little less. It depends, but I would say 500 on average.
Yeah, so 500. I mean, golly. So that's like how many fucking pallets is that?
Like 25-ish,
Yeah,
20 something.
24 pallets
My God, what?
Yeah.
of whiskey.
You need a warehouse just to hold this stuff as you're trying to move it.
Yeah.
Unless it's like mafia or cartel and they're having their Christmas party, they're just going to give it out as gifts, right?
Could be
It's
that.
gifts.
Yeah. I mean,
Something like
finally,
that.
someone who loves single malt enough.
Right. He's pumped about this.
Yeah. I mean, kind of. Not really. I feel terrible for the distillery. It's
I
like
would
a
like
huge.
to know the logistics of how this was stolen.
I know.
Like, was it a gunpoint? Did they the trucker go in to go to the bathroom and somebody went? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
take a leak.
I believe it was a truck that showed up with. I don't know if it was the exact paperwork, but they had knowledge of that Westland was looking for a freight line to pick this up. Like maybe it was bid out.
Exactly like a freight line. Can you imagine the person that loaded it up there and then they were like, it's gone. Who did this? That was Ben over
Yeah,
at
exactly.
receiving. Yeah, he loaded up their truck and put it on there.
I would have done that.
Right.
Like if the truck showed up and I was expecting, I'm like, here you go. Fuck yeah, I'm out of here. I did what I was supposed to do today.
Yeah,
Right.
that's crazy.
It's I definitely feel bad for Westland. That's terrible. Hopefully their insurance covers it and they get repaid for it. But
like, what a huge hit in terms of like an ultra, I don't know, limited, difficult release to put together. It's not like they could just.
It's like their big event of the year releasing this stuff.
Yeah,
and that's just gone. They lose out on all that.
That's actually what's like really sad because like
Yeah.
you get there's a fucking katydid right outside my window again. Yeah, it's sad because like you get really excited to do those type of releases, you know?
Right.
You're like excited to see like how people feel about it. You're excited to get it out there to market, and then it's like, is it all gone? Like how much? Like that's not. Is that all of it?
I think it's
They
all.
had?
That's my understanding.
Yeah.
Except for some like early releases that might have gone out to liquor stores or something. Like
God.
this is a sample.
Yeah.
I'd be so
and
sad.
the thief doesn't appreciate it. You know that much. The thief doesn't really know what they're. I mean, yeah, it's
Right.
12,000 bottles of whiskey, but they don't know the importance behind it. Like we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, though. Like, in Kentucky, I mean, I'm making a generalization, but didn't this happen on some level where, like, was it like some,
Eagle Rare.
rare wild turkey, or maybe it was, I forgot, or maybe it was from Buffalo Trace, like,
Well,
something
the
was
Pappy
barrels?
Gate thing.
Pappygate.
Happy,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But again, you could sell that bottle by bottle. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was very definitive knowledge of that product and what they were
Right.
going to do, and whether,
And it was never 12,000 bottles at a time either, you know. Again, cases at a time, but yeah.
Go all the way across the country and somebody has heard about it and they're like, I heard this distillery is doing something crazy. Let's get it.
Right.
You know, like they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know that it's not Pappy. They just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like where like how's there no is there like no do they have any leads?
Again, how do you sell it? If you go to a crooked bar, I guess you could sell some, but you'd put them on the radar.
Like, how is there not any like video footage of these guys like obviously in a huge truck, I guess, or
Right.
something?
Yeah.
Like that's what I don't get.
Yeah. Videos.
It's got to be
everywhere
in
now.
Mexico at this point. Who knows?
Yeah. It does probably have to go out of the country, I would guess. I mean, that's all you can do with it. But
Yeah,
know,
someone
but I
showed
think
up in
they're
a
probably-
someone showed up in a freight truck and just took all the bottles.
Yeah, it says that they usually see these stuffs occasionally in Scotland, where the thieves will steal a trailer full of whiskey, and it usually ends up in Russia.
Russia.
yeah.
But it's not like they're getting this to Russia, so
Right.
yeah,
How
I
they
guess
gonna
it
get
would
it
go to
to-
Mexico,
I guess.
maybe Canada. I don't know.
It's gotta
I
go to
wonder if
Canada.
they realize that they can't really do anything with such a relatively obscure, albeit a lot, of whiskey that is so recognizable.
Right.
I mean, what are they going to do? Maybe eventually they just are like, fuck it, that we fucked up. We thought we were going to make millions, and now we're just going to put it in this storage unit and bail
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah. They'll buy it on that show where they buy the storage lockers. It'll be like
Yeah. Maybe it
12,000
gets
bottles
recovered in
of
like
Gary
25 years.
Yep. Who give me 5,000? Yep.
Something like that, right? Jeez.
Storage Wars or whatever it was called. So yeah, that's where it's going to end up, I feel.
Isn't that in Vegas? And
They did a version of it in Vegas, yes. The flagship one they started with Southern California.
Oh.
So
There's a pawn shop one, Justine, in Vegas, yeah?
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Pawn Stars or whatever.
Yeah, Pawn
Yeah.
Stars, yeah.
Yeah.
Chumley will buy it.
I bet you the thieves are. I don't know. Hopefully they get caught. We'll see if they do something stupid and sell it on eBay or something, or who knows where. And
Right.
They'll show
There
their
could be
hand
some
and get
good
caught,
drama
right?
in here at the expense of a really important distillery. I mean, they're definitely like heroes in the American single malt front.
Right.
So
I can't imagine them not getting caught. If they try to move this at all, they're going to get caught.
Right.
You have to.
Right. It's just no way to. Yeah.
That's where it is.
Right. It's just. I don't know. So
Or rebottle it, right? They might rebottle it. That might be a thought.
maybe.
But I mean, that's quite. I was thinking about that too, but like that's quite a process, and you can't even talk about like what is like the selling points of this stuff.
Right. Yeah. What sells it, makes it valuable, is it's that Gariana wood. And all that.
Yeah, and it's 10-year-old.
Right.
Like single malt from the Pacific Northwest, like all the stuff about it is what you use to sell it with that would make it, and like they can't say any of those.
That's
things.
all taken away from them. Yeah, if they rebottle it. So it's a weird crime, but crime is weird, I guess. Yeah, criminals are not necessarily thought through. So yeah, there was an opportunity. They jumped at it, and they were successful in getting it. And as this show is recorded weeks later, they're still out there. So who knows?
Maybe what happened here.
Okay.
You gotta look at all the different angles.
Here's a theory. Okay.
Maybe it tastes like shit,
Okay.
and they didn't expect it to taste terrible, and
They George Remused it. They jacked
and so
it
they
themselves.
stole it from themselves.
Yes. Okay.
And because they're like, well, like we told everyone we're putting this out, it actually is not good at all. What if we just steal it and then we'll get our money back with insurance? And then they're gonna like recast it into like some like wine barrels, and then next year they'll have an 11-year-old wine finish.
Wow.
I would
That's a
cast
theory.
that theory on a few distilleries, but while I appreciate it, I would not cast that on Westlake. These guys are better than that.
Okay.
I would hope so. I'm just saying, like you never know.
I get it.
Anything could happen.
Anything can happen.
I would highly doubt that would be the answer to it, but
Yeah. So, crazy to think about, but yeah. So, we'll stay tuned. Like I said, I can't imagine if they've got 12,000 bottles and they try to move it. That's as long as they're just sitting on it, they can probably be okay. But once they decide to start selling it, they got problems because. I mean, say they came into us, it would be like, what distributor are you with? I mean, the first thing I ask, what distributor are you with?
Christmas presents for the cartel, Akeley.
Right. So,
I'd say yes, please.
Yeah, so there you
Let me
go.
get a piece of that history.
Yeah, so. All right, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Lenny, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me and the rest of Deerhammer on social media at Deerhammer, on the web at deerhammer.com, and you can come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
All right. Ryan.
Across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey, and our website's 10thwhiskey.com. That's 10th, whiskey with an E.
Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see me at the ABV Barrel Shop. We've got our new Gariana wood from West End. We got a special on, so no, I'm kidding. But we got a lot of cool whiskey in there, so check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya!
Bye.
Hey, guys.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.